Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Introduction to MicroMentor, How to Use IDEA's e-mentoring group to benefit from free mentoring, which is being co-hosted by IDEA and MicroMentor. My name is Sarah Gallagher, and I'm the Program Officer for the International Diaspora Engagement Alliance, or IDEA. This webinar is meant to target those interested in using the MicroMentor platform as entrepreneurs or mentees, and tomorrow we'll host a webinar that will target those interested in using the platform as mentors. To register for tomorrow's webinar, you can go to diasporaalliance.org/mentoring, and after the webinars, the recording for both will be available at that same link. Again, it's diasporaalliance.org/mentoring. In case you're new to IDEA, a bit of background. IDEA is a public-private partnership between the U.S. Department of State, USAID, and Calvert Foundation, which is the managing partner. IDEA harnesses the passion, energy, and resources of diaspora individuals and diaspora organizations in contributing back to their countries of heritage through investment in entrepreneurship, philanthropy, volunteerism, and innovation. We're also committed to helping build the capacity of diaspora organizations and entrepreneurs to enable them to better serve their constituents and to make a greater impact back home. That's why we're excited to host this webinar as part of a series of capacity development trainings throughout this year, 2015. To learn more about these webinars and other programming, you can visit our website at diasporaalliance.org and sign up for membership. Membership is free and training opportunities and give you background about our MicroMentor group. We launched our e-mentoring group on the MicroMentor platform in late 2014 as a way to support the diaspora entrepreneurs in our networks, as well as to provide a way for business experts in our membership to give back to their countries of heritage. IDEA group members can connect with one another based on skills, expertise, and business needs, as you generally do on the MicroMentor platform, but we hope that they'll use our group and also be able to select one another based on language, geography, or other characteristics. If you can't find the right match within our group, you still have access to the larger MicroMentor community, which is over 6,000 people strong. Today's webinar has two central goals. The first is for listeners to gain an understanding of how to use the MicroMentor platform, and the second is for listeners to gain some tips and guidance on how to have a successful mentoring relationship. So with that, I'll turn it over to Thuy Nguyen, our partner from MicroMentor, who is supporting IDEA's MicroMentor launch.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the call today. We're delighted that you can make it. So just to tell you a little bit about MicroMentor, we're an initiative of the international NGO Mercy Corps. And our main focus and mission is to make business mentoring accessible to entrepreneurs such as yourself. MicroMentor connects entrepreneurs and business professionals in business mentoring relationships. Just to go into what business mentoring is to help you understand, it is mentoring that includes an entrepreneur looking to have a mentor work with them through a key business issue. The mentoring program that you are a part of belongs to IDEA, and MicroMentor uses this technology to power it. On MicroMentor, you can find a mentor to advise you through key business issues that you're going through and hopefully work through it to help your business thrive. MicroMentor is dedicated to working with diaspora populations such as yourself. We partner with other organizations like IDEA to provide this opportunity for people to give back to their countries of origin. A little bit about why MicroMentor and why mentoring works. Every year we reach out to entrepreneurs in our community to understand the impact that mentoring has made on their businesses. What we found is that mentoring is really correlated to business success. As you can see, businesses that get mentoring generally do better than businesses that don't. With a mentor, you're more likely by 11% greater chance of business survival than those that did not receive business mentoring. We have also seen that there is a stronger increase in growth, more than 60% a greater chance for growth when you're getting mentored versus not getting mentored. Also, we have also seen that 90% of our mentored entrepreneurs also will create a new full-time job, which is really great for economic development within your local area. So by getting a mentor, you can tap into the years of business knowledge that they have to help you through your key business issues that you may not necessarily have yourself. So how the platform works. The platform makes it easy for you to find the right match and the right mentor. We've streamlined the process to making matching as simple as possible for you. So as you can see from this flow chart, first you would go onto the idea page on MicroMentor. The link is very simple. It's www.micromentor.org/idea. Next, you would create a profile for yourself. It will take you up to about 15 minutes to create a profile. Please don't be deterred by the time it takes to create your profile. The 15 minutes it takes you to create your profile will be worth the difference in finding a mentor and helping your small business thrive. Please note that you must finish creating a profile in order to be able to participate in the community and find the mentor. If you don't create a profile, you won't be able to match, and a mentor won't be able to see your profile pop up when they're looking for entrepreneurs to match with. Once you're done creating your profile, you'll create a mentoring request. A mentoring request is a form you'll fill out that will articulate the business issue you're going through, and this is what a mentor will look at to see if their expertise fits the needs that you're looking for. Once you create a mentoring request, you're ready to start looking for a mentor. Search through the mentors on the platform, and once you see a mentor that fits your need, invite them to mentor you. You would then send them an invitation. We recommend you send about 3 or 4 mentoring requests or invitations so that you are more likely to match with a mentor. Please be really proactive in searching and looking for mentors to mentor you. The more proactive you are, the more likely you'll match. So once you send out the invitation, it will notify a mentor that you're interested in them. They will then go back onto the platform and accept your invitation by offering to mentor you. Once they send you an offer, you would then accept their offer and thus our match. Then you can start your mentoring relationship. So signing up. Like I said, signing up is very easy. All you have to do is go to type in that link that is displayed on the slide. And then click Find a Mentor. This means that you are signing up as an entrepreneur on MicroMentor in the idea group. You will be automatically associated to the idea group once you sign up via this link. Please note that if you want to sign up as entrepreneur and a mentor, you are able to have both profiles. What you would do is you would sign up as the primary role that you want on MicroMentor. So if your primary role is an entrepreneur, you would sign up as an entrepreneur. Oftentimes, we've seen that entrepreneurs have years of expertise in something that they would also want to give back to their communities by being a mentor. But they themselves also need expertise in a different industry or a different type of knowledge source, and that's why they're on MicroMentor to find a mentor. So we ask you to choose a primary role, either an entrepreneur or mentor. And once you do and create your profile, you could then go back into your profile, into your settings, and update the other, your secondary account, either as an entrepreneur or a mentor, if you're interested in having dual roles. Great. Next, you would create a profile. So the profile will ask you a lot about your business and you as an entrepreneur. Please completely fill out your profile. We cannot stress this enough. The more articulate and well thought out your profile is, the more attractive you are to a mentor, and the more likely you'll match with a mentor. So what does a good profile look like? Well, as you can see from the slide, a good profile is concise but complete. It is descriptive of your own business challenges, and it articulates to you what kind of mentor you're suited for. So we ask you to really think about the details you put into your profile. By providing more detail about you, you help others assess the fit you have with them in advance. This saves everyone from trial and error. Oftentimes, the mentor will read your profile to understand if they're the right fit for you. So the more you fill out and the more thought you put into your profile, the more likely you'll find a mentor that is the best fit for you. So don't be afraid to put personality into your profile. A good personality fit is important for a mentoring relationship. Oftentimes we forget that there's that human aspect to mentoring and being mentored. And not only is the mentor looking to fulfill whatever your business need is, but it should also be a good personality fit. Oftentimes we see that's the best mentoring relationships. And then we encourage you to include a profile picture. Mentors volunteer to help real people, and a faceless avatar on your profile is not that attractive. When you include a profile, a prospective mentor will connect with your business and more personally, and also with you more personally when they see a photo of you on your profile. So here's a bad example of a profile, and it may seem given to you that this very bare profile is not attractive, but oftentimes we see that entrepreneurs don't fill out their profile fully, and we want to really encourage you to do so. Think of this profile as a gateway to helping you get a mentor and making your business more successful. The more thought you put into it, the more likely you'll get out of the experience. So next, you'll be prompted to create a mentoring request. And so this mentoring request is much like your profile. A good mentoring request is concise but descriptive. And this is a very, very important form for how your mentor decides if you're the right fit, they're the right fit for you. So when they're looking at your profile, they may be really interested in what your organization or company is, or you as a person, as an entrepreneur. So more looking at you and if you're the right fit for what they're looking for. But with a mentoring request, it's more looking at if they're the right fit for you. If you are looking for an expertise in marketing or finance, etc., that will be written in your mentoring request, and that will really let the mentor know if their expertise fits your needs. Okay, once you're done with the mentoring request, a lot of the hard work is done. What we encourage you to do next is to find a mentor and be very proactive in looking for a mentor. And how you do this is by just scrolling into the Mentor tab on your MicroMentor page. And once you go to that tab, you'll see a lot of profiles come through the search. And how we've worked it is that the mentors in the idea group will float up to through your search first. So you see that circle, the red circle? Well, above that, there's a badge stating what group that mentor belongs to. So as you can see, the mentors that are showing up for you are a part of the International Diaspora Engagement Alliance. Also, as IDEA expands their mentoring program, they'll also form partnerships with affiliated organizations. These organizations will also float up to your search first before the general MicroMentor community. This way, you're encouraged to find the mentor that really understands what IDEA is trying to do with their mentoring program. But if you can't find a mentor that fits your needs within these groups, you can leverage and tap into the general MicroMentor community. The whole point of this is to set you up for success and help you find a mentor that fits your needs and finding the best fit as possible. So once you look through these profiles and really see a mentor that is a right fit, I would encourage you to invite them to mentor you. Oftentimes, we actually encourage entrepreneurs to invite more than one mentor, around 2 or 3, just because a lot of the mentors may decline to mentor you, or it might not be the right time for them to mentor at that time. So this way, you're more proactive looking for your mentors. Once you send your invite for the mentor to mentor you, they will be notified in accepting or declining to mentor you. If you get an offer to match, that means they're interested in mentoring you. And once they send you that offer, you need to accept it. This is a dual opt-in process to make sure that you are both aligned, that you are committing to a mentoring relationship. But once you accept this offer to mentor, then you get ready to mentor and be in a mentoring relationship. And within this acceptance to mentor, you'll get a note on when they would like to meet with you and talk with you, and then you guys can set up your first meeting. Great. So now that we've talked through the platform registration and getting matched process, we'd like you to talk to you a little bit more about the mentee's role. So each mentoring relationship can take the average takes up to about 3 months. We see that some people have meet once or twice a week for around an hour. This will really depend on your bandwidth and also the availability of your mentor. It will also depend on what stage of the mentoring relationship you're in. We've seen that towards the beginning, people meet more often than towards the end when you're really implementing a lot of the advice the mentor provides you. And just to reiterate, as you can see on the slide, sometimes mentoring relationships take around 3 months, but we have seen some end a little bit earlier and some last for years. I've noticed that when you find the right mentor, you really want to hold on to that mentor. And it's also a really emotional relationship with your mentor because this person is really helping you through making your business successful. And that may mean that you make this personal as well as professional connection and want to extend the relationship for longer than the average 3 months. So your role is, we're going to go through these. One of them is to really understand and articulate your needs. So your mentor can only help with what they understand you need. And in order to help you to the best of your abilities, the best of their abilities, having you articulate your needs to them is very important. So really take the time to think through what exactly you're trying to resolve and what exactly you're trying to do. So framing ideas. The mentor will provide you with frameworks and methodologies or approaches. And we understand that most entrepreneurs may not have a business background, and these ideas and methodologies are new to you. So please be open to these methodologies that your mentor will provide. And brainstorming. So the mentor will brainstorm a lot of really great ideas and advice to help you through your business issue. We ask you to participate in that brainstorm, because the mentor may have the acumen and the business knowledge, but you understand your business, you understand the industry, and you have that experience, and by combining both efforts, you'll be even more successful. And then apply the advice the mentor gives you. So when working with your mentor, you'll get a lot of advice. And you can choose what to apply and what not to apply. That's the beauty of tapping into your mentor's knowledge base. But while you're working to apply this advice, please be very respectful to your mentor in why you are applying or not applying the advice that they have given you. And lastly, review. Go through the results and let your mentor know what worked and what didn't work with their advice. That is very helpful for them, and it's also helpful for you. Reflection on progress that you've made will help you further your relationship and also resolve whatever your business issue is. Especially if the advice worked or didn't work as well as you thought, then you guys can pivot quickly, and your mentor could possibly provide further advice to help you through that challenge. So next we'll go into the mentor phases, because I think this is really important for you. We want to be very careful to give you guidelines, but as you move into your mentoring relationship, you'll see that it's very dynamic, and then you'll move fluidly within these different phases. And it will be up to you and your mentor to decide, where you are and which phases you're moving into. But the first phase is building trust. This is very, very important. Just like any other relationship, you want to get to know each other before you dig into the nitty-gritty of mentoring. So we recommend that your first conversation with your mentor be at least 60 minutes long, and this gives you an opportunity to lay the ground rules, explore key questions critical to success of the relationship, and create a plan for future interaction. This will let you also get to know each other's goals, expectations, and communication style. This conversation is very important in outlining and agreeing upon what the relationship looks like. Within this conversation, you'll most likely decide, when to talk, how often to talk, how to talk, and what communication mediums you want to use. If you have the luxury of being located near your mentor, we really think that would be a great idea for you to meet in person. But as you know, this is a global program, and people may not have that luxury. So Skype or video chat or email or instant messaging are also other great communication channels to use. Phase 2 is framing the issue. So after your first conversation, you'll be given a homework assignment, which is a framing the issue document, which Sarah will provide after this call. And please note that this document is supposed to really help you articulate what you need to do and what your issue is. If you cannot fill it out on your own, really put thought in trying. But if you can't, we encourage you in your next meeting to go through the document with your mentor and have them help fill it out with you. So this will really help you set goals and plan for the upcoming meetings that you will have and up until the business challenge is solved. Phase 3 is stay in the course. And we really ask you to remain consistent and committed to the goals that you agreed upon in the beginning of the relationship. Oftentimes, we will understand business will get in the way, family will get in the way, and life will get in the way. But really stick to fulfilling the goals that you're looking to accomplish within the time frame that you've set with your mentor. So stay really consistent with meeting and getting things done. And it's really, really important for you to maintain open communication during the entire relationship and remain open and honest. So if there is something that is getting in the way of you to hitting a goal within a certain timeline, please communicate that with your mentor as soon as possible, and just keep that open communication consistent so that the mentor doesn't feel as if that things aren't getting done. And lastly, phase 4 is concluding or continuing. Once you've wrapped up your engagement, celebrate your accomplishments with your mentor. You guys have been through a lot together, and you deserve to celebrate it. And after you celebrate, the resolution of whatever problems that you were working to solve, the next thing to think about is what do you want to do with the relationship. You can either continue or conclude. Sometimes the other business issues that you have that will come up, your mentor's expertise isn't applicable, then it is okay to conclude the relationship and thank your mentor for everything that they've done for you. Or, if you formed a really great bond with your mentor and you want to continue in contact and working with them, please say so to them. And then update and expand on how you want to keep working with them in the future. This may mean that you may not be meeting with them weekly. It may mean that you check in monthly, etc. Whatever you both determine is the right thing to do in that relationship during that point of time. So lastly, we're going to go through best practices. And I think this is really important to reiterate. They may seem like very balanced things to talk about, but I think it's great for us to just all, be reinforced that these are great best practices to have in a mentoring relationship. The first best practice is self-awareness. I think in any type of relationship, going into it, knowing what you want to achieve from the relationship and communicating it clearly will help them be able to help you better. Active listening. Good listening really helps get the most out of what you can get from your mentor. Be open to their ideas, even if they might not seem like the right fit for your business. By listening and being open to that, you may be surprised by what is applicable. So, and next is patience. All relationships take time. So don't expect immediate results or try to force a relationship. It will come naturally and organic like any other relationship you've ever had. Be punctual. Being on time is very important. It shows to your mentor that you're very serious about that. So if you set a time to meet, please be on time, if not early. Communication, and we've talked about this the entire presentation, how important communication is for any relationship. Please note that your mentor will only know as much as you tell them, and so they unfortunately can't read your mind. And so by expressing yourself clearly and concisely and openly, they'll be able to help you better. That being said, being careful in your communication is also important because you want to make sure that the mentor is having a positive experience with you. So curiosity, don't be afraid to ask questions or ask for clarification. The mentor understands that you don't have the same expertise as them. And by asking follow-up questions, it will only make the experience even richer for you and the mentor. Next is to be prepared. Follow through on commitments before the meeting. If you promise to bring something to the meeting or show results or had a homework assignment, please accomplish that before the event and come to the meeting prepared. Assertiveness would be next. We've seen that by being really direct and thorough with your response with your mentors helps give them, like everything else, a clearer picture of what you need. And lastly, I think this is really important, is sensitivity. Understand where your mentor is coming from. They're doing a lot and trying to give back to you within this relationship. So be really sensitive of their time, of the feedback that you give back to them, and also of what they're trying to get out of the relationship also. Their main goal is to give back and help you. So just being sensitive about them and their needs will also make for a richer mentoring relationship. Lastly, we're going to go through questions. So if anyone has some questions, let us know.
Thank you so much, Tui, for that great overview of the platform. We do have a few questions from the audience. I'm just going to read a couple of them. Can you reiterate for everyone how often MicroMentor recommends that people meet?
Yes, thanks. So we recommend at least 1 hour a week. So at very least when you're meeting, but we have seen that people meet once or twice a week for an hour. And this can be up to 3 months. The average relationship is 3 months, but we've seen it be a little bit less and a lot more. It really depends on you and your mentor and how the relationship is working out.
Great, thank you. Another question is, how do you make sure that the mentor is ethical and doesn't steal your business idea?
That's a great question. We out of the 7 years we've been in business, we haven't run up with this issue. I think that's where the building the trust is so important in this part of the mentoring relationship, because you've already put your business idea out publicly, so you're sort of comfortable with doing that. On MicroMentor, we're a public open source platform. So when you get into the nitty-gritty of details of your company or your business, that may be more sensitive, and I think that's up to you to gauge with your mentor on if you're comfortable in doing that. So if you're not, then please don't. But from what we've seen with our with the relationships on MicroMentor is that this issue hasn't come up.
Yeah, and most of the mentors are really, they're there to try to help. It's not a phishing site for them.
Yeah.
The last question from the audience is kind of a dual one, and you touched on these things, but maybe you can reiterate a little bit. I think we have people on the call who are interested in both roles. Can you maybe just briefly, without spoiling tomorrow's webinar, tell people how they apply to be a mentor and how do you engage in that dual role if you're interested in being a mentor and an entrepreneur on the platform?
That's a great question. So after you fill out your entrepreneur profile, you would then go back into your dashboard into settings. And within settings, there are 2 tabs. There is a entrepreneur profile and a mentor profile. You would click on the mentor profile, and then you would just edit those fields. And this will create a dual role for you. You'll have an entrepreneur, which that is your primary profile, and then you'll have a secondary profile, which is your mentor profile. So after you save that, you're good to go. And then how you would function in both roles is that if you're an entrepreneur looking for a mentor, you would go to the Mentors tab, search for a mentor, and invite a mentor to mentor you. If you're looking to mentor somebody and interested in doing that, you do almost the same thing. Go to the Mentor tab within the website, and then it will, go to the Entrepreneur tab within the website, and it will serve you up a lot of entrepreneurs who are looking for mentoring. And how the search field works is that entrepreneurs who are looking for certain expertise you'll see those entrepreneurs, and that will match with the expertise that you can provide, and then you can search through those entrepreneurs and offer to mentor them. So it's almost the same process, except for you're going to different locations in the website to look for these individuals to match with.
Excellent. And when you're first signing up through the Idea Group page, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you sign up for Find a Mentor, right? And then what do you do if you want to be a mentor, or what does it say?
So if you want your primary account to be a mentor, you would sign up as it would be this little field that you would click that says Be a Mentor.
Great. Thank you so much. I think those are all the questions from the audience right now, but I just wanted to take the opportunity to tell people about a couple of things on Idea's group page. So once you are a registered user on the MicroMentor platform, you have access to our group page that has discussion boards, messaging function, or the group administrator can message you guys. There's also a place called Documents, and that's where you'll find some resources such as the Framing the Issues document that Twee was talking about, that you fill out, that the mentee fills out and goes over with the mentor. There you also have some articles that we've pulled from MicroMentor about how to get the most out of your mentoring relationship. And that's also where you would find the recordings for these two webinars, if that's helpful. We're interested to hear from our MicroMentor members what the kinds of resources they would want to see on that section of the website. So after this webinar, please feel free to email us. You can send requests to information@diasporaalliance.org. That email address is good for any questions you have about our MicroMentor group and IDEA generally. If you have questions about the MicroMentor platform, you would email support@micromentor.org. That's for technical questions and advice on how to fill out specific things about your profile. So that's all I wanted to add. Twee, thank you so much for your presentation and for giving this information to our potential MicroMentor users. And that's it. Thanks everyone for being on the call.
Great. Thank you.